Welcome to our next episode of Pure to Perfection. Coming off a memorable experience at Bethpage Black, we headed out of Long Island into kind of close to White Plains, New York, to Scarsdale, New York to play Quaker Ridge. But before we go there, I want to make one additional comment about Bethpage Black. Kathleen and I recently had an opportunity to go back there and play in a 36-hole one-day tournament.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so beat up after playing 36 holes at Bethpage Black. And honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Well, when you have somebody else carrying your bag for you, that helps.
Absolutely. And that's my main point. I won't go back into our long Bethpage Black episode, but definitely get a caddy. One, you won't make the mistake we did going from 1 to 2, which is a very basic thing.
Put the road on the damn map. That's all we ask.
I know. We're asking for it.
That's all we ask.
Our requests have gone unanswered. But it made it much more memorable, and it actually wasn't as hard. Even going up Heart Attack Hill on number 15 was not that bad. So anyhow, I digress, but it's an important fact. Get a caddy at Bethpage Black. And so we go to Quaker Ridge. It's about a 15-minute drive from Bethpage Black. And, the first thing you notice coming in is the signs you see for golf are not to Quaker Ridge.
They're not.
They're to Wingfoot. And we're like, okay. It's kind of like a, National Links and Shinnecock where they're kind of adjacent to each other. So that was pretty interesting. And we'll tell kind of the story behind that, or at least the folklore as we were told.
But as I do remember, we're driving and we're following the map directions, but all the signs we saw were not to Quaker Ridge. I think we're going the right way. Are we going the right way? Pretty sure.
And all the signs we saw first were Wingfoot. And it's like, okay. And that's actually the thing about Quaker Ridge. When you read about it or you hear about it, is that's just it. You don't. Right. It's one of the best, well-kept secrets out there. Obviously it's dwarfed by Wingfoot, and Wingfoot's had all the great tournaments over the years. But, Quaker Ridge is by many accounts just as good as Wingfoot.
Jack Nicklaus and Ben Crenshaw would agree with you.
Yeah. What was their quote? I think you have a quote there somewhere.
I don't have the exact quote, but Jack Nicklaus had said that, Quaker Ridge was the unknown equal to Wingfoot, and that it's a shame they don't have more recognized tournaments there.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit landlocked, right? So, the first 8 holes have out of bounds, and it's a smaller piece of property. And maybe that's what's prohibited them from having, major tournaments there. They did have the Curtis Cup there once.
They've had some amateur championships there, yeah.
So, but it's, for me, going to Quaker Ridge, and it's part of this journey, right? It was kind of what I expected when we were playing the top 100 courses, right?
Yeah, it was. It's immaculate. When you drive through the gate, it's just that it's the prototypical country club. Not a blade of grass is out of place. It's just immaculate. And
it's green, right? It's not the links courses that a lot of these courses we've been playing have been links courses, which are great, but it was lush. It was green. I thought the clubhouse was beautiful when you drive in.
Yeah. I remember saying to Todd, as we were kind of driving, I go, this is what you thought they were all going to be like, isn't it?
And yeah, admittedly so, ashamedly so maybe, but yeah. And I was like, okay, this is what I was kind of expecting most of the top 100 to be. And obviously I was an idiot because I was way off base. So we drive into the parking lot.
Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay.
I know. I'm just being authentic. And before we even get out of the car, we make a mistake.
What we didn't know is this is one of the courses where you're not allowed to change your shoes in the parking lot. You have to, go into the clubhouse and do the whole thing. But we just parked the car and got out and changed our shoes.
Yeah, we got some discerning views, but nobody was rude about it.
No.
But, they did let us know that you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And there's a few other clubs. Like we belong to a club in Monterey that has the same thing and doesn't allow shorts. So, the moral of the story there is just always assume it's conservative, because then you're not going to, piss anybody off, right? And that's actually really key. I'm going to diverge here for a second, but I played SF Club, which by the way is another Tillinghast course, right? So
we hadn't even said that yet.
I know. Well, this is Bethpage Black, Tillinghast.
Quaker Ridge.
Tillinghast.
Yep.
SF Club, Tillinghast. And, I heard a story at SF Club where somebody had, violated one of the rules. Actually, they were from Wingfoot. That's where it was. I don't know why that just came to me, but it did. And, they did, one of these little minor infractions and were not able to play the course after coming out from New York. So, when in doubt, assume it's, ultra conservative and, you'll respect the club and the rules and all that. So it's, that was the first time we kind of ran into that.
Yeah. But everybody was super cool. There you were going to talk about the pro.
Yeah, Mario, super cool dude. So originally, our group was a threesome, and we were playing with Mario because he had helped us set it up, and he realized we were foursome, and he said, you guys just go off, right, instead of splitting us up and that type of thing. And just a super friendly, cool guy. And if Mario's listening to this, hit me up. I would love to return the favor and actually golf with him. But, they gave us a card to, for charges and incidentals and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And just a really welcoming place. And everyone we met was super nice. And so we got checked in. We met Mario, kind of walked us through, the country club, a little bit of the history. And then we went to the driving range.
The driving range.
In quotes.
Driving range. Which was actually
the 17th fairway. I believe it was the 17th. It was 17th or 18th, but I think it was the 17th.
It was, but they actually gave you range balls, which is interesting because you're hitting just a bucket of balls out in the middle of the 17th fairway, which you will be playing eventually, right? So they got to clean all that up.
Yeah. So once the people start getting close to the 17th, the first group in the morning, then they shut the driving range down and pick up the balls, and it's just a golf course. So,
which is digressing a little bit again on a recent trip to New Zealand, which we'll get to a few episodes from now. We played a course where they said, "Oh yeah, the driving range is the old number 1 fairway, but you have to use your own balls." So
yeah,
it wasn't like that.
No, that was not one of my favorite courses.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we'll cover that in a future episode. A lot of cool learnings along the way. So we go to the driving range. We're warming up. And I'm talking to the guy next to me. And, we start talking a little bit about kind of the history of the club, how it got started. To me, it's always fascinating. Like, how is one club across the street from the other, right? And a lot of it goes back to kind of religious kind of backgrounds. And this guy's like, we started this club because, Wingfoot wouldn't let in Jewish people. It's like, wow, okay. And this guy's a super nice guy. He's a dentist. And I said, well, what percentage of this club is Jewish today, right? If you go back, and Quaker Ridge was founded in
1915
as a
9-hole course.
And then Tillinghast came in a little bit later, like a few years later, right?
Yeah, 1918.
So, it's over 100 years old. And, I asked him, so what percentage of the club is still Jewish today? And he smiles and laughs. And he goes, 99.7. Because we let the first Jewish guy in last month. I was like, all right, wow, that's keeping it pure. But, it's you see this in a few places, right, where there's just different religious golf courses. We have it here in San Francisco. You have Olympic, and then you have Lake Merced, which is, I would say, more of a Jewish golf course. And you've got Cal Club and SF Club, and they're all right next to each other, very close proximity. But in a few of those cases, those are also kind of have ties back to religious beliefs and backgrounds, which is interesting. It's just not something you really think about, or at least not something I think about.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we got close to our tee time, went back to the pro shop, got introduced to our caddies.
So once again, the caddies were not good.
Not as bad as Todd's experience at Pebble.
No.
When he had the shake.
Wow. Okay. Now I've played Pebble another time. I played it again last week. And I think I shot a 79. Okay. So I think that I put that story to bed.
I think that Sorry to bring that up again.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
He's smiling as he's saying this. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah, there's no remorse in his voice or his facial expressions.
I can't remember what day we played at it at Quaker Ridge. I think it was a Monday. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a day that the course is basically shut down. There's hardly anybody out there, and I don't think the caddies wanted to be there. I really don't.
I don't think they did either. And maybe they figured, they're not members, so screw them.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
It kind of was, yeah. They carried our bags. That was helpful.
Kind of. So, anyhow, so the first tee is just kind of right to the clubhouse, and it's a nice par 5 to open it up. But once again, there's out of bounds, so you just got to be really. It does kind of feel narrow, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It just feels tight. And, I think they did a great job with the land that they have. But if you go through kind of the memorable holes in the front nine, you were saying.
Hole 4, it's a par 4. It's got this huge, majestic oak tree on the left side. And then the green is protected by the deepest bunker on the golf course. So it's not the hardest hole on the course, but it's just really scenic. It was a really pretty hole.
Yeah, and it's, for me, the other interesting thing is, 9 takes you back to the clubhouse. It's a par 3.
Yep.
And then you kind of go around the corner to 10, and it's a par 3.
And it's a par 3.
So
Yeah,
it's not very few courses have back-to-back par 3s.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and the other thing that it's folklore, legend, if you will.
But I like it.
Is that, George Washington slept under the tree on the 10th hole before he fought the British the next day.
I think you can still see a butt print in the grass next to the tree.
Well, there were bullet holes behind it, small lead and that type of thing. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's the spirit of George Washington. But for me, and I parred it.
10?
I parred number 10.
Wait, George, what'd you do to me? Double bogey. Oh, that's not great.
Oof. Well, I don't know what to say. I was going to say something, but I didn't want to say it on this thing. In the course, it's not super long. So I think we played the blues, which were 6,400 yards, right? Yep. And if you look at it, that's a rating of 72.2 and a slope of 137.
That's legit.
Yeah, it is legit.
That's legit.
So my favorite hole, which many regard as the best hole out there, is number 11. It's a par 4. A little bit risk reward on the drive. You certainly want to keep the drive to the right because there's a big ass tree on the left.
Yep.
And I think our caddies actually did tell us that. So maybe the one good piece of information
was that they gave us advice on the 11th hole.
Yeah, of what to do.
Yeah.
And of course, I hit it good down the left side.
But how do you end up on that hole?
Well, I got very lucky. So my second shot, I went for the hero shot.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a pitching wedge. And I just said, screw it, I'm going for it. And it's not an island green, but there's like a river that runs through the front of it. Yeah, it's got this really cool fronting on the hole because it's elevated, like rock, really cool rock work. And I just went for it. And I hit it pure. And the old adage that trees are like 99% air.
90% air, I thought.
Came through, I just dropped it 12 feet from the pin, missed the putt. But I parred it, right?
That's a par.
So for your home gamers, that was back-to-back pars because I parred the George Washington hole as well.
Let's see, on 11, I also double bogeyed it. So that would be a back-to-back double bogey.
Wow.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to back-to-back par it. What I'm going to do.
I also put a U on my scorecard for unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar? Did you really put a U on there?
I did not. That's a joke. Jeez.
I don't know. You have a lot of asterisk and like you have a legend of different footnotes of like they're F. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, FW, what's that? You're like, oh, foot wedge. I'm like, what are you talking about, foot wedge?
Everybody's got one of those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Trump.
Well, foot wedge is when it's a foot wedge, right?
I don't know what a foot wedge is.
The trump is when the caddy just drops a ball for you.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen you do that.
I don't do that.
But, I mean, someday we're going to show them your scorecard, and it's like, oh, my God, you need like that. Encyclopedia Britannica to figure it out.
He's full of crap. Don't listen to him. All right.
So 11 was by far my favorite hole. So the other one for me was this par 4. And when you look it up online, it says it's number 9, but number 9 is a par 3, so I think it's 18. But it's a split fairway, and you can go left or right, and there's a big bunker in the middle. It was just a cool hole. I just thought the way that it was laid out was fun. And I bogeyed 18, so I guess maybe it wasn't my favorite. But yes, Ken was mentioning earlier, the course is beautiful. It's meticulous. It's
I birdied 18.
You birdied it?
I did not. I'm lying. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, God. I thought there was going to see like player B, C, D or something.
I interrupted you when you were talking about how beautiful the course is. Continue.
Oh, no. It's just I really liked it. And I do think it's really underrated, and I don't know why. And so we're going off the list, a couple versions ago of the top 100 in the world, and it was 87. I think
87, yep.
So when the new list came out 2 years ago, the one after our list, Quaker Ridge fell off.
You're kidding.
So it was no longer in the top 100.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a kind of a hidden. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I there were some that fell off our list, right?
Yeah.
Like Diamante, which is one.
Yeah, that's right.
2 from here, I think we're going to do Diamante, but that one deserved to fall off the list.
Well,
that one should not even been on the list.
It was number 98, so it was living on the bubble, as they say.
Yeah, they paid somebody. Now they ran out of money and just couldn't keep it.
Yeah, well, remember when it opened, it was like 50, and then the next time it was 70, and then the next time it was 90.
They literally hacked it up because of construction and adding something. Anyhow,
anyway, we digress.
Yeah, Diamante. Let's just say Diamante is still number last on my list when we do the rankings. So for me, I ended up. So it's a par 70 course. I shot 42 on the front and 40 on the back for a whopping 82.
All right. I went 51 on the front, 46 on the back, 97.
Wow. And what about with all your like additional markings and footnotes?
Wait, hold on. Let me see. If I take that one plus that one, no, still 97.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
just giving Ken a hard time. He does keep his scores legitimate, but he gives me a lot of shit, so I'm going to push it.
That's what friends do.
It's a strong offense, right?
That's what friends do.
So we finish our round.
Yep.
We say goodbye to our caddies. We tip them because we're gentlemen.
Because we are. We're nice guys.
And we probably, they probably didn't deserve it. But we did because we're gentlemen and we're at a different club.
You know what else I just remembered that we didn't talk about? I can't remember what hole we were on, but there was a group out there rating the course.
Oh, yeah. It was on the par 3s.
It was on the par 3s.
Yeah, it was on the front 9, the first par 3. Which was...
I don't know who they were rating them for, but we actually saw course raters in action.
That's right. They're the USGA guys. So it was on hole number 5.
Yeah.
And I think it was USGA. It was out there.
Yeah. That was kind of cool.
Yep. That's one of the things I want to do is not be the rater, like how they do the slope and all that, but, be the one that contributes to like a Golf Digest. And so I've been starting to look into that. So if anybody has any insight on how to become a rater for Golf Digest or Golf Magazine or one of those, I'm thinking about it.
All right. I think you'd be good at it too.
I don't know. I just think it would be fun. My index as of today actually is a 4.9, and I think you have to be below 5 is what I heard.
All right.
So at least for today, I could be a course rater. Tomorrow, maybe not. Today I could be.
Trying to get mine under 18. I'm happy it's like 18.4. So.
And you've been doing a good job. Your handicap has been coming down.
Yeah.
So it's all a journey, and if you're better than you were the year before and you're making progress, I think that's what golf's all about.
Life is good.
Yeah.
So we finished up, and it was the day we were leaving, heading back home, and we wanted to grab a quick lunch before we go.
But before that, what did we do? We changed our shoes in the locker room.
We did. We changed our shoes in the locker room. We also needed to repack the car. And we felt kind of funny doing that in the parking lot. We thought if we can't change your shoes, you probably can't unpack your whole car either. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. So we learned from our mistakes, right?
We changed our shoes in the locker room.
Shame on you, twice shame on me. So we went to lunch, and they didn't have the main area open, but they have this like, I don't know what you want to call it, like almost a little cottage that was
a little
serving
patio outside, snack bar kind of thing.
It was great. And we talked to some of the ladies that were sitting out there, like, who are you guys? And it's very, very friendly. And they were talking a little bit about the yin and yang of Quaker Ridge and Wingfoot.
Yeah.
And one lady's like, oh, this club's way better. Then the other lady's like, no, Wingfoot's got a nicer club. So they got into their own sub conversation. But
yeah, that's right.
The reality is, I think they're both great clubs. And
we'll get to Wingfoot eventually. We haven't got there yet.
No, we have not played Wingfoot yet, west or east, because they're both on the list. But looking forward to going back there, and maybe we'll look up Mario to see if he can hook us up.
Yeah.
But would love to host you, Mario, if you're back in the area to reciprocate. So we had our lunch.
Yep. Changed our shoes
in the locker room. And then went to threw our stuff in the car.
Yeah, threw everything in the car. We're like, well, we're heading to the airport. Where do we go? We ended up pulling into a parking lot of a park at the end of the street and just repacking the car.
Well, yeah, and to give you a little visual here, right? So we usually get one car. Not all the time, but almost always get one car. And, you got 4 sets of golf clubs. This trip was a little bit longer trip. You've got bags. And after you come off the golf course, you got to pull everything out. You got to pack your travel bag, right?
Yeah.
And then, we're always trying to get exactly 50 pounds. So you've got like dirty clothes that are in your laundry bag, whatever. You got all sorts of crap. So there's crap everywhere out there. I'm sure people thought we were like hobos or something.
That's right. People were driving by honking.
So we, so long story short, we got it, the bags packed, the car packed, and it's a Jenga puzzle, but we figured it out. And, we flew to, I screwed this up. So we should have gone to JFK.
Oh, yeah.
So remember, we flew into
New Jersey
to Newark. So instead of having like a 30-minute drive to JFK, we had like an hour and 40-minute ride back to Newark.
Yeah.
To get to the airport, which sucked.
And for you travelers out there, if you have not been to the Newark airport, give yourself time to return the car. It's a little bit of a shit show.
It is. Planes, trains, automobiles.
Yeah.
There's a special station. I think it's Federal Station that you have to get off. Anyhow.
It's not.
That's at JFK. Sorry, that's another story.
No, it just wasn't user friendly.
This is Newark.
You got to get the exit. Then it's a quick right, and you miss it. You got to drive around the whole freaking airport again. I may or may not have had to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, back in. So anyway.
So this represented our 11th course.
11th course.
So now we have to go through our rankings.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first, Ken?
Sure. All right. This was our 11th course. I ranked Quaker Ridge number 11. Yeah, Todd gave me such a hard time last time about how high I ranked Bethpage Black. Now he's going to give me a hard time for how low I ranked Quaker Ridge. But I did. It's beautiful. It's
what
immaculate.
I would say, though, now is after I went back and played Bethpage twice, I have a much higher appreciation for it.
So I was right.
Well, I don't know if you're right, but you were less wrong. and that's the other thing about playing these courses, right? When you play it once, you don't really get the full experience, right? You learn things as you play it, and the course kind of comes to life the more you play it, and you kind of have a better appreciation for it. So that was certainly the case with me for Bethpage Black.
Yeah, so we got Quaker 11, Ballyneal 10, Southern Hills 9, Prairie Dunes 8, Bandon Trail 7, Bandon Dunes 6, Bethpage Black 5. 5.
Okay.
I'm going to repeat that 5.
Fine. Be
Rock
that way.
Creek 4.
Okay.
Cal Club 3. Oh, did I get this out of order? We haven't done that yet. Pacific Dunes 3. Pebble Beach 2. And, of course, staying steady at number 1. It's going to be there for a long time, I think. Sand Hills.
I think in the next year it's going to change.
All right.
We'll see. So for me, Bethpage Black is still 11, but a much stronger 11, I have to confess. Southern Hills is 10. Ballyneal 9. Prairie Dunes is 8. Bandon Dunes 7. Quaker Ridge 6.
Nice.
What do you think of that?
I like it. That's nice.
I
That's
liked
nice.
it. I thought it was very good and underrated. So I see the good in people and golf courses. Then I have Pacific Dunes 5. Bandon Trails 4. So
Yeah.
I still think Bandon Trails is the best course out there.
Yeah, I think.
And once again, the caddies out there agree with me.
Nope.
Yep.
They're all wrong.
They do. Pacific Dunes is great, but it's just
Pacific
not as
Dunes.
good as Bandon.
Pacific Dunes.
I'm going to get you back out there, and we're going to convert you.
Okay, well, if I have to.
Pebble Beach 3. And once again, I shot a 79 there last week. So, and
Shameless plug for Todd.
for myself, yes, because I have to defend myself after the abuse I've taken. And then Rock Creek Cattle number 2.
Yeah,
I still like it.
You've got that high.
And then Sand Hills number 1. So, not a lot of changes, and it'll be kind of interesting. I think I will change my rankings. Not just add one. I think over time, as we learn more and maybe play them another time or two, we'll like them more or like them less. We'll see.
Yeah.
So that concludes
Episode 11.
episode number 11. And for our next episode, we will be talking about
Cow Club.
Cow Club. This one could be controversial. Let's just say it's not women friendly.
Oh. Yeah, the women's locker room may or may not be the size of a closet.
Or a toilet. But anyhow, stay tuned for that one. Great course, interesting history.
Yep.
We'll bring it to you live on our next episode of
Pure to Perfection.